Hello, and welcome back to Ratt's Book Nook. I'm Ratt, and we're outside. And there's chickens and a wind chime, and the wind. And not perfect lighting conditions, but I hope it's good. I hope this is interesting enough, because, I don't know. Today we're talking about The Iron Prince. It's a book I finished recently, actually. And I don't have a paper copy to show you because I read it on my little Kindle guy. I think it would be hard to get a paper copy out because it is like over 1,000 pages long. It's a big book. Yeah. So, but I finished it recently. And it was really good. Yeah, I don't know how much spoilers this is gonna have, so be careful. But man, oh man, The Iron Prince is a book it's kind of like a mech story, kind of. It's kind of lit RPG like. I'd say it's pretty lit RPG. It's got some lit RPG aspects to it. Not specific quote-unquote levels, but it does have like ranks and specs. So specs like stats. So it does have that quality, and so that's how I came into it. Is it kind of circled around that kind of realm. I actually learned about it in a writing conference that I went to last year. And yeah, then I started reading it, and it's really good. It's free on Kindle if you have Kindle. It's free if you have Kindle Unlimited. So if you want to check it out, feel free to do that, man. But yeah, I really liked this book because, man, oh man, I love myself an underpowered protagonist. Oh man, it's like my bread and butter. That's what happened in my book. I have an underpowered protagonist. I like the trope. I don't like the overpowered trope. Hey, if you're like the lit RPG person that reads the books because you want to have a power fantasy, I don't know if you will like The Iron Prince, but honestly, maybe you will going forward. Because I don't know, it could get to that point. Yeah. I won't say anything about the trajectory of the series or where I expect it to go. That'd be too many spoilers. And also, things that aren't spoilers, but are my speculations that could happen and then could be treated as spoilers, I guess. So yeah, I'm trying not to go too much into it. But, I mean, boy oh boy, we follow this boy. His name is Raiden Ward. This is just like the premise. You could find this in the blurb, alright? And he is a weak guy. He has a genetic thing that causes his muscles and other fibers in his body to turn into bones. And he has to get them removed via laser. So he has lots of scars. I like the lots of scars trope. That's pretty good. He's in a world with special technology that can... It's like suits of armor that come out of bands on your wrists. They're called CADs. And there's like different kinds. There's maulers, which are like really heavy hitting. Whoa! The different types tend to kind of follow your typical MMO type character classes. Kind of. Like you got a kind that's kind of like a tank. It's a heavy hitter though, so like they hit heavy, so it's not exactly like a tank. I assume they can take a lot of damage, but there's like a monk pugilist kind. There's swords ones, and swords and shields and spears and shields. I won't take away too much from it. You gotta see, but yeah, it's pretty good. I like the different classes that they have. I think it's a nice thing that they do. There's also ones that fit between the cracks, so I'm not spoiling too much for you there. But yeah, it's like mech armor type weapon thing. Really interesting there. It's really cool. Now you might be like, oh, Ratt, surely you're gonna give me like a real selling point for this. Surely you're gonna give me a little bit of a tease so I grab the book. No, I can't do that here. I don't know how far is too far, so yeah, I can't. But if you want to see the blurb, if you want to read the blurb for yourself, you feel free to do it. I really think you should read the book. I mean, I'm really partial for long books, so I am biased, but I think it's a really good book to pick up. I think it was really nice. I took a break in the middle of it, and you can take a break in the middle if you need to, because I was busy. I don't know what your thing will be, but yeah, I really think you should pick it up. Well, yeah, the book is just a really good book. And one thing you'll always get with these types of underpowered protagonist type things, books, content, is that they're typically pretty inspiring and motivational, man. Even though it's a fake, it's like a character. It's not real. It doesn't matter. It's still good. It's one of the things I have to kind of admire about the whole our archetype, I guess, is a good name, a good thing to call it, is they're generally, these types of books, is they generally have a fairly good way up. It's like you understand. It's not just some crazy type thing where, you know, maybe a man from Australia gets transported to a different world, fights flesh-eating hamsters and accidentally kills a snake, and then from that point on, wow, he's sad, dude. Not calling out anyone there. Not at all, no. I have books that I don't like. But no, it's such a satisfying path. It makes sense. You might be like, oh, but these are, some things are happening. I don't. Why would these people do that? It'll explain it. It'll explain it. All right. Why would these people go so far to help this guy with his training so he becomes stronger for this for his school, for his schooling, where he learns how to fight with his mechanical weapon armor stuff? Well, it explains it so. And that's a lot more than what you can say for the overpowered type books where the protagonist just gets everything right off the bat. Okay? So, this book is a very good representation of underpowered protagonist and the journey upward. Alright? It's good. You should read it if you can and if you want to. This has been Ratt's Book Nook. Thanks for watching.